Hi there, Jahnavi here. So, I'm going to start a course on basic C programming, and this is my first video. I'm promising that I will cover all the topics in C programming. So, I'm trying to discuss some basic things in this video. So, this is my YouTube channel and this is my ID. So, please do subscribe to my channel, Janu's Teach Hub. After listening to this full video, please do it if you really find helpful. Okay, firstly, I will discuss about what is the purpose or need of programming. Okay, what is the need of writing these programs? Why we go for it? Why we are having these programming languages like C, C++, Java, Python in our academics, and then we will discuss about C language. Okay, and today's this video's agenda is need of programming, introduction to C programming, why we go for C, difference between C and C++, basic syntax to write a C program, and example C program. Okay, so need of programming. So we all have our personal laptops, right? We watch movies, do save our pictures, and we make use of PowerPoint presentations, Excels, web browsers, search engines, social media, whatnot we use, right? So, do you ever thought that how this system is working when we click an application with the help of cursor? How our pictures are saved with one click, that is, when we click save option. In the background, set of programs are working in order to perform your that particular one click for saving a file. Okay, a computer software or set of programs are telling the computer what to do in its own binary language. We know that binary language contains only zeros or ones. System only understand its binary language, which contains zeros or ones. Whenever you try to do some task in your system, actually computers do not understand English. Okay, they only understand these binary languages. Just now I say about it. Okay, we humans give orders in English or even in our own local languages. Okay, so system can understand what you are trying to do in the computer only when there is a translator inbuilt. There is a translator in your systems which converts your English language or any local language to its understandable language like binary language. Okay, so we humans don't understand binary language, and whereas system don't understand our language, hence a system needs a translator in order to act as a mediator. So for example, the browser we are used to ask a question is a set of programs. So these set of programs are run in the background which we cannot see. So your email ID is a program. This YouTube is a product of probably multiple programs. Okay, so that is why technically speaking, programming is important because it allows us to automate tasks. Okay, create softwares and control devices. So programming languages are the basic foundation of software development. Okay, they can be used to write lots and lots of instructions that computers can understand and execute. So this is why we need programming languages. Okay, now we go for introduction. So the person in this image, he is Dennis Ritchie. He is the one who just created programming C programming language. Okay, he's Dennis Ritchie. He was a American computer scientist. He was one who created programming language. He also created B language with his long-term colleague Mr. Ken Thompson. Okay, he also created Unix operating system. C language is a general purpose programming language. Okay, Dennis Ritchie created it in Bell Laboratories in 1970s. Particularly in 1972. Okay, C is strongly associated with Unix as it was developed to write Unix operating system. Okay, so we need to remember that Dennis Ritchie is the one who created this C programming. Then why we go for C. Okay, C is a most popular language and very basic language which helps us to understand Java, Python, C++ or C hash as syntax are very similar and concepts are very similar in it. Okay, C is a most powerful programming language that enables developers to create well developed software systems. Okay, so this language is very efficient one, very easy to learn. Okay, so that is why we are making it popular for many applications. It's very portable language, meaning programs will be written in C can be easily ported to any other platforms. Okay, so this is the purpose of the C language, and we all know that this B from B language C is created. Okay, so so C++ was next. C++ was developed by extension of C. So developed as an extension to C. So from B language C is created. From C language C++ is created. So here I am discussing basic differences between C and C++ languages. Okay, most of the concepts are similar in both the languages. Main difference is C does not support objects and classes concepts. There is a concepts like inheritance, encapsulation. These can make use of by making objects and classes. By making use of objects and classes, we go for inheritance and encapsulation concepts. These are very much used in Java, C++. So C does not support those concepts. Okay, C is a procedural oriented language. So it contains it is C programs are in basic structural. Okay, they C does not use any objects. Okay, while writing programs. By take if any task is performed, C does not uses any objects or classes. Okay, and we already I have discussed C++ is an object oriented programming language. Okay, where C does not support and C++ support. Next we go for basic structure to write a C program. Okay, so basic structure in the sense, in order to write a basic C program, we have some rules to follow. So in that, first step is to be documentation section. It's an optional. Documentation section is an optional, because so documentation section is only for reader purposes. So what program is writing, what are the instructions, and if we want to perform sum of two numbers, so for the beginners we don't understand, right? So in order to know what is the program we are writing, so documentation section is important. So it basically put it in comment section. Comment section or does not executed in the main function, does not the instructions in documentation, sorry, comment section does not be executed. Next we go for link section or preprocessor section. Link section in the sense, we have header files in this section. Okay, header files in the sense, if we want to print a text, or if we want to read a value, we use printf and scanf functions. Those printf and scanf functions will be present in some standard input output libraries. Okay, it's an so those libraries are present inside your system itself, so those are inbuilt. So if we want to link them, so we need this link section. So the how we can be written can be discussed in further. Okay, so global declaration section and definition section. Global declaration in the sense, globally we'll define some variables. So if we want to use a variable and its value in the function, in sub function, so we can declare globally. Okay, and we can define lot of things like functions and variables. So this can be discussed in by showing some examples. Okay, furtherly I'll discuss about it. And here comes the main thing. So main function is the very important. It is the one, it the instructions which are present inside this main function can be executed. Only these instructions are executed. Remaining things helps to execute the instructions inside the main function. Okay, the instructions that are present inside this main function are the things that can be executed. This is the starting of the main function and this is end of the main function. The syntax to write a main function is here: return type main. Okay, return type main and those opening and closing brackets. Okay, these instructions are clearly I'll explain, okay, while explaining program. So declaration part, in the sense that here we can declare some values. If we want to do sum of two numbers, we need x value and y value. In order to store the sum value, we need another variable, right? So those things are declared here, declaration part. And here executable part, in the executable part we write the instructions like sum equal to x plus y, like in such a way. So and if you want to print that sum value, or if you want to print any text, the here we write in executable part. Okay, and this is the close of the main function. So if we take here any return type, we need to return here some value. If we write here int integer value. Integer means we all know that negative values, it's a combination of negative values, 0 and positive values. If we write return type as integer, then we need to return any integer value. Okay, here we need to write return. Okay, this if you find difficult, so we can be explained in the further examples. Okay, next we are taking some subprogram section. Subprogram, in the sense we take lots and lots of functions which we needed in the program, which we need if we want to execute some functions inside the main function. So those can be called from here to here by writing some instructions. Okay, those instructions are in the next videos we will be discussing. Okay, this is the basic structure of the program. Okay, if you really find any doubts, please do comment it. Okay, so this is the basic example program to print hello world, to print a text hello world. Okay, so I just write, this is a single line comment, so which is present inside slash star and star slash. It's the opening of the comment, it's the closing of the comment. This is called single line comment section. Okay, these instructions that are present in red does not include in the program. This is only for reader purpose. So in order to know what is the instructions inside, what are the tasks we are performing inside the program, can be clearly read in this comment section. Okay, we can also call it as documentation section. Okay, so next we are including link section. Link section is, this is the header file. Okay, hash include is a keyword we should definitely write, and opening and closing these greater than and less than symbols, these are opening and closing symbols. Okay, hash include is a keyword, and stdio means standard input output. Std means standard, I means input, and o means output, and h in the sense header file. So this stdio.h is present. So here we are linking in the sense this printf function is present inside this stdio library. So this library is inbuilt in your system. So from your inbuilt system, this library file is we are including in order to perform this printf task. printf task. Okay, printf function is used to print any text or any value in the output stream. Okay, this is the output stream. Okay, so here comes the main function. Main function, here we are writing syntax for this main function is return type main. Okay, return type may be void, int, float, char, anything. So int, char means character, and double, float, these are the what we call, this can be they data types, what we call as data types. These data types we will be discussed in further classes. So it's an introduction video, right? So I can't cover all the topics for in one video, so I'll be discussing in next videos. Okay, so here void in the sense nothing, null, so there is no need to return here anything. If we take int, we need to return integer value. So here we are taking void, so we are not going to return anything. We just opened the main function and we just close the main function. The instructions present inside this main function are executed. Okay, so this printf function is executed now. So inside this printf we have written in double quotes. Double quotes are taken as a string value in the sense it's just a text. So whatever we have written inside this double quotes, those can be executed directly in the output stream. Okay, so this must be closed with the semicolon. So if we compile, if we after writing this program, we need to compile and execute. When we compile this, all the code we have written in this English will be translated into binary language. Binary language means zeros and ones. System only understands zeros and ones. So this code, all the code here will be translated into zeros and ones, so that system can be understood. So this is why we go for compiling purpose. So if there is any mistakes in this in this program, so in the compilation section, so your system what we call knows where the mistake is, and it will shows you there is a mistake in your program. So after compiling we go for, if there is no errors, we go for execution. So after executing, we shows the output, the system shows the output hello world. Okay, this is the basic program, C program, in order to show or display hello world or any text in your output stream. Okay, so I have explained, I have given the explanation to the program. Okay, so what this comment section, how the comment sections are written. Okay, so this is the single line comment section which we used in this program. Okay, this is the single line comment section. So first point shows the text in between this single, so hash, so sorry, slash, star and star slash represent single line comment section, and the just two slash, double slash, we call as double slash, represent multiple line comment section. If we want to write 2 or 3 lines or more than that, we go for this double section. The text in the comment section will not be executed or displayed in the output. Okay, so this is hash include. Here we have written this hash include stdio.h. so it's a header file. This, it's a header file that is present inside the inbuilt libraries in your system. Okay, that lets us work with the input and output functions such as printf and scanf functions. So this I have explained when I'm showing the program. So main function, so we have written here main function, right? So main function says it appears in every C program. It's a function. Okay, already the function indicates when some text having opening and closed like this, so this represents a function. Okay, any code that is present inside this main function will be executed. Only code that is present inside this main function will be executed. Remaining things are not going to be executed. Okay, so here we have used printf function, right? So about this printf, I have given some points. Okay, printf is a function used to print text or values in the output stream. This printf used only to print the text or any x value or y value in order to perform some task. Those text or values can be seen in the output screen. This scanf function is the main thing. It's a basic function which used to read or take the values. So when we want to assign x value or y value, when we want to read the x and y value in the output stream, then we use this scanf function. This scanf reads the values, okay, which we have given in the output stream. Okay, so every statement must ends with a semicolon. I have already told. So here ending with this printf function is ending with a semicolon. That is very, very important. If we don't put here semicolon, then when you compile it, it shows an error. So this compiling everything can be done in VS Code. VS Code is a application, so where we can perform C programs, C++ programs, and even Java. So we need to compile and execute each and every program. I have already told. Okay, compiler is a mediator between system and user, which translates English into binary language and binary language into English. So it simply saying it's a mediator between us and the computer. Okay, each program has to be saved. Every program has to be saved with unique names. So this I am saving with hello world name .c, hello name .c. Okay, I am not keeping any gap here while saving the program. Okay, so here the general syntax to save a C file is file name.c. So the last program I have taken hello world.c. Okay, for writing a program, compiling execution, I'm using this VS Code. So VS Code application, in the next video I will discuss how to install this VS application code and how to write a C program and how to compile it and how to execute the C programs. Okay, so already I have shown basic structure to write a C program. So based on these instructions, these rules, I have written another program. Okay, so I'm showing here. So what the documentation section contains is, so we all know that the comment section, single line comment section starts from slash star and ends with star hash. So in order to know what is the program is about, so I have taken this documentation section. So this file name is I have saved as sum.c. So we know that the syntax to save a file is file name.c. So here I'm taking sum as a file name.c because it's a C program. So .c. Description. So what I'm doing in this program is to find sum of two numbers. Okay, then we go for link section in the sense here gap should not be present. So while typing I just made it some mistake. So here gap should not be present. So link section in the sense taking header file. So hash include is a keyword and opening and closed, these are keywords. Okay, so stdio.h, it's a library file which is used to invoke a printf and scanf functions. So standard input output. Okay, then we go for definition section. In definition section we just define some values. Hash define is a keyword in order to define x value, here taking capital X as a variable and this variable x equal to 20. I'm given x value as 20. So next we go for global declaration. Global declaration means this is a sub program. Globally I am declaring here. Okay, int is a return type, int return type, and function name, sum is a function name. It's a user defined function, and sum is a function name which has to be returned some. So I have passed some parameters int y. Okay, here I'm declaring some named function, user defined function. Okay, so user defined means we are defining some. Okay, here I have given return type as int in the sense integer, so it has to be written integer values. Now we are writing main function. So this is the main function of return type integer, int in the sense return type. So when we take some return type in the main function or any sub function, we should definitely return some value of type which we have declared here. Okay, I have written integer int type. So integer in short form, it's a keyword. Int is a keyword for integer numbers. Okay, so I have written any value, any negative value, any positive value, or 0. So there is no need to return here any value, so I have simply taken as 0. Okay, so it's the main function. This is the comment section. The comment section which is present inside any program cannot be executed. So in order for the reader purpose, I have given here as a main function in the comment section. It's a single coded comment section. So it's the start of the program and it is the end of the program. So here basically declared int y equal to 55. So I have declared y value as 55 and ended with semicolon. Semicolons are definitely should be written. Okay, so y value as I am declaring as integer type, so it can be negative values, it can be positive values, and it also can be 0. Okay, I have taken the printf function. Okay, printf is a function that is used to print the sum value. Okay, the text inside the double quotes only to be printed. Nothing more than this has to be printed in the output string. So here sum equal to, here I have written percentage d. Okay, percentage d is a format specifier. So here I have taken y value as integer type. So when it is an integer type, so we need to use percentage d. If we take here y value, because here we have to return y value, so this y value is directly assigned here. So y is of the type integer, so that is why we have taken percentage d. Percentage d is a format specifier in order to print the integer value. If we taken here as a float value, float in the sense decimal values, so decimal values, so we have to write here as float, and here we have to take percentage f format specifier, and sum, here we have taken sum. Sum is a program, it's a sub program, in the sense it's a function. Okay, sum is a function which is having integer type as a parameter, and it has to be written integer value. So in this program, sum of this y and x has to be written. So return of, I have taken the variables, this y variable plus and x variable. Okay, so capital X already we have declared as, here we have defined x value as 20. Okay, so when we add y plus x, y value we have taken 55. Whenever we call the sum function, here sum function, sum of y we have written. Whenever we call the sum function, this sub function is invoked here. The instruction inside this sum function will be called here. So whenever we call sum of y, so here already we have written 55 values, so sum of 55 will be called. So when sum of 55 instruction is executed, then this the call will be goes to here. Then this sum of, in the place of int y, the 55 will be assigned. So when we go to the instructions, it has to return some any integer value. So y value is 55 plus x is defined globally as 20. So this 20 value will be assigned here. So 755 plus 20 will be added here, and this added value will be returned here. So this returned value will be assigned here. So we have written all these in printf function. So in the output stream, some value is displayed as 75. Okay, in the output stream the sum value will be displayed. So sum equal to 75. Here we have sum equal to percentage d we have written. So in the output stream, sum equal to 75 will be displayed. Okay, this is the end of the program. So what I have explained in this program, or written in this theoretically. Okay, what does this documentation section indicate? What does this link section indicate? What does this definition and global declaration section indicate? What is the use of main function, and what is the use of this subprogram? All are explained here. If you want any notes, you can write from here. Okay, so this is a documentation section, so which theoretically I have given here. And what is the use of header files? Header file, which is used for standard input output. This is a preprocessor section, and we have defined x value as 20, and it is a theoretical description about the program. Okay, so what is the use of this function, which is declared globally? Int sum of int y, this is declared globally. It's a global declaration, and it's a main function. So this main function should be start with curly brace and end with closed curly brace. Okay, then what is the use of this print function? It's used to print this sum value on the screen. And use of this return 0, we have used int as a return type, so we have to return 0 because we have taken main function. In the main function we have taken return type as int, so it has to be written integer value. So integer in the sense 0 is also included, so I'm returning return 0 value. Okay, given program is free from the error, and it can be executed successfully. It's a mistake, so executed successfully. Okay, and this is the use of subprogram. It's a user defined. It's not predefined in the sense it's already in the particular platform we can be invoked, or in a library we can be invoked, but here it's an user defined, and we have declared it globally. So this is about the program. Okay, thank you so much everyone. So if you really find useful, please do subscribe, like, share the video. Okay, now in the next video we will discuss about variables, data types, and in the another video we discuss about how to install this C platform VS Code. Okay, so this is my YouTube channel ID, so please do subscribe. If you have any doubts or any corrections, please do comment it. Okay, thank you so much.